the union in terms of the verification exercise ongoing in that very aspect. And I have joining me this morning Comrade Ikechi Nwigwe, the Abia State President of Nulge. Good morning. It's my pleasure having you on the platform.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, let's delve into it without much ado. I would love to start this way. It has been said, well documented, that two immediate past officials of your union in the state have been expelled over what the national body regarded as alleged anti-union activities. Can you confirm that for us? And for some who are not really in the know of what an anti-union activity could be like, if you would specify that, it would be very well appreciated.
Okay, thank you very much. Before now, our Deputy State President, Comrade Masoka Kenneth, and our State Publicity Secretary, Comrade Uko Ikechukwu, were expelled from Nulge. That expulsion was as a result of the neck insection decision. What I mean by neck insection is NEC, National Executive Council, the highest policy-making body of the union.
Okay.
Expelled two of them as a result of their anti-union activities. And what is to be considered as anti-union activities is, one, when somebody is going contrary against the rules of the union, against the decisions of the union, against the decision of the National Executive Council, then, and think that he can do it on his own and arrogate himself enormous powers that he do not have, then the union, or running contrary to the programs of the union, you don't consider it as an anti-union.
Which includes what and what, if you don't mind? I mean, it would have been nice if you mentioned some of those things you think they were against, those decisions, those policies of the union which they filed in the process.
Yes, one of them is the decision of the National Executive Council to conduct a delegate conference in Abia State.
Okay.
Then two, arrogating and declaring himself acting president of Nulge Abia State. And the second, the PRO, taking up the position of the secretary. Because in the union, our secretaries are not elected, they are employed, career civil servants. So all correspondences that should move out from the Nulge desk office or secretariat should be authored by the secretary and not the publicity secretary. So he arrogates himself, taking over the position of the state secretary and arrogating such powers to himself. As a result of that, when the National Executive Council called them to order, they refused to listen. They considered the National Executive Council decision as nothing to them.
Now, according to that very communique or that very message, which was copied to a lot of persons, including the Commissioner of Police in the state, they said all internal mechanisms were exhausted before this was done. Maybe you would confirm that going forward. But because of time constraint, let's get into the aspect of verification, which is ongoing across the board in the local government sector. Tier of the state. How has it been? Has it been judicious? Is it something you followed keenly?
Yes, we have heard that the government of Abia State, under the leadership of our principal, Dr. Alex Cioti, in his desire to know who are his staff, workers, those he is to be paid salary. Then he has indicated and said that he is going to do verification to know where these people are and what they are doing. So for us in the union, we are very willing to subject ourselves to verification. There's no gainsaying the importance of that. we have also informed our members to submit themselves for verification. Whatsoever you are asked to do, you do it. But we are waiting for the time and the venue, the circulars to that effect. So our workers are very ready, as much as we are ready, to partner with the government to ensure that their policies and programs are made known to the people. Because if you don't inform people, you are only deforming them. So through the union, our members will be informed, and it will be a seamless effort, wherein there will not be any challenge in the line of doing the verification. So we are willing to partner with the government to ensure that the success story, when it is going to be told, Nulge will be part of it.
Okay, what about talks over bloated wage bill as a result of ghost workers' existence in the system? Is it something you want to react to? And more especially when there are talks about sacked workers, are these things you would love to react to on the program this morning?
Well, the issue about the over-bloated wage bill, we cannot, because the government have not said that the wage bill is over-bloated. They have not said that. Then we have not also been told that there are ghost workers. But rather, by the time after the verification, or now the salary has started going, they will be able to know, all of us will be able to know whether there are ghost workers or not. But I don't want to talk about that until when this salary that has started coming, we will now see people who have been paid and people who have not been paid. Those people who have not been paid, if they exist, like I know that some of them exist, they have been asked to bring this thing, bring that, and get to your treasurer or to your OC payroll, so that those things will be put to shape. I also know that from our discussion with the government, we have also agreed that those people who have challenges, because there are people who have challenges that were not paid this June salary that was paid yesterday or day before yesterday. So those people who have also compiled their names and provide those things that made their salary not to come. And all the councils are to do that between now and maybe Monday, and submit it so that supplementary payroll will be made and they will get their salary. So at the end of the day, if there are people who are still not found to be workers, then they will be on their own. But if there are legitimate workers, we will do everything to present our position to the government and ask the government to look into it for a peaceful coexistence or labor-friendly relationship.
Safe to say it is going to be a collaborative effort between the Nulge and the state, and of course the state government. Before I let you go, there's been this rumor going around that you were loyal to the past administration before the emergence of the current administration. Is it true? Are you equally going to scuttle his efforts to ensure that the right things are done, especially in the state, or you are saying I'm open to helping the state government to achieve his policies and his plans for the state in the next 4 years?
Let me take your memory back to what is called AGIP. AGIP means any government in power. It is the business of our union, Nulge, to help the government in power manage the local government workers, and more especially people in the rural areas. Yes, during the last administration, we gave our support to the government. And not only giving our support, when we give our support, we also give advice. We also give you, these are things you need to do. These are things you need to do. If you do this, you get this result. If you do this, you get this result. But if you go this way, you have trouble with the union. And the option is his to take. So as this government has come, like when I was talking, I told you the government of Dr. Alex Uti, our principal, he is now my employer. So the onus lies on me to give him maximum support, so that if he sell through, then the success story Nulge will be mentioned as part of the story. So some people are carrying the rumor that Nulge is going to work against the government. How will you work against yourself? Whatever that has transpired in the past is the past. Today, the president is Dr. Alex Cotti, and we will give him maximum support and ensure that he succeeds. That's why we need to know the programs he has, and as we know them, we let our members know so that they will key in. Now, the other day, the first day, I made a publication from Nulge Secretariat thanking him for the salary that he has started dropping for local governments. And I meant every bit of it. Our workers were happy that they have started receiving their salary. A lot of people who were thinking that it is not going to be easy do not know what the government is doing. And now I want to make it categorically clear that Nulge, Abia State, under my leadership, we have resolved to give maximum support to the government of Dr. Alex Cotti for him to succeed. Because if he failed, all of us has failed. If he succeeded, all of us has succeeded. Thank you very much.
Okay, before I let you go, what are your plans for the local government employees in the state, being a union, being a labor union? What are your plans for them if the national body is saying, okay, we want to remove any form of rancor as to have a formidable face in the state? Safe to say there isn't any parallel body or lead in terms of leadership in the state. What are your plans before I let you go?
You don't have parallel leadership or parallel executive.
I mean, in the wake of that very publication and that very letter and all of that, I mean, it's saying there is nothing like that in existence now, giving the expulsion and all of that. So I'm asking you point blank, what are your plans going forward?
Well, our plans is that, the CC flight that doesn't want to hear. There's a place he used to go and rest. The union will not allow its name to be dragged to mud. We will certainly, if we see that their utterances are becoming excessive or that is becoming unbearable, the union has plans to bring them to book. We will certainly do that so that they will not continue to deceive our workers or deceive the public. That is bad. So we will take drastic measure because what they got, expulsion is one of the hardest punishments somebody can get. So we will also take a drastic measure to make sure that if they continue, they will be brought to book. There's no two ways about it. There are no two ways missing words about it.
Okay. Let me sincerely appreciate you this morning. Comrade Ikechi Nwigwe, he's the Abia State President of Nulge, meaning National Union of Local Government Employees. Thank you for speaking to us on the platform this morning and, of course, setting the records straight.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, so that is it. 0808182694 or 0811605249. Let's get to hear from you before we embark on a very short break. When we return, it's going to be something else on the front burner. Good morning.
Hello, Wisdom. Good morning, sir.
Pleasant to have you join the conversation.
Thank you, sir. My name is Mr. Chijoke.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. For me, personally, I would say that I have took time to meet so many labor leaders in different local governments. I have met with a lot of them, and I came to understand that a lot of things have gone wrong in Abia on the issue of local government, whereby some treasurers in local government, head of service in local government, and most of the EC chairman and local government elected chairman will collide to defraud the various local governments. So what I'm saying is this: I am begging all the local government workers and generally workers in Abia, let us give this government led by Dr. Alex Cotti a chance, because he has the masses at heart and he has a very powerful vision for local government people and generally workers in Abia. So I am begging them, like the Labour, Argon leader said. I believe on what he said. Since he said any government in power that they are there to collide and give them good support. But on the other side, I want to say that anything wrong, anything aside it, we will not take it. So I am begging them.
Okay, wrap up your thoughts now.
Let us support this government.
Okay.
They will make workers proud at the end.
Thank you very much for your take. Let's take another call. Good morning.
Good morning, Wisdom.
It is good to have you join us.
I'm all right. Good morning, my brother in the house.
Well, he's gone. Just go ahead. Bear your mind.
All right. I remember Mr. Prince Willuswagu from here. I know Monachobo. I'm not in support of somebody saying probing of local government in Abia. No, nobody is probing them. Nobody is looking at what I've gotten. What the governor is doing is what a wise man is supposed to have done. The first charge of any government that comes into power is to look into the affairs of local government as the third tier of government. So what he's doing is pure verification of workers. Nobody is sacking anybody. Nobody is stopping payment. If they do verification as the governor has said, they will get their money as when due. Like the man has said that some of them have started getting their money, those free ones. But if you know that you have not done your verification, there's no way you can get money. You must be verified to know actually whether you're a worker or not. So my take to Abians is this: let all sacrifice to enjoy forever in Abia State local government administration. That's my take. May God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Prince Willuswagu. More calls. Good morning.
Morning, Willie.
It's good to have you join the conversation. Go ahead.
Who say my Nulge and I'm calling from Abia.
You're welcome.
I want to thank the Nulge chairman of the state for coming on board for standing behind the staff, local government workers. You should know that local government is the third tier of the government. And moreover, their money and whatever thing that are due to them are coming from Abuja. Not a part of the decision of somebody to defend their financial autonomy. We shouldn't get that oversight. And we should know that their money comes directly, in as much as they have joint account with the government, the executive of the state governors. But their money comes. They are not shouting about they shouldn't be be verified. But you don't. The last time the man spoke, he said that they should be carried along in the verification or whatever it is, so that his people will be protected, will not be expelled unnecessarily or unjustly. Just like the NLT in Abia State. I don't know whether we in Abia State chapter. Look at the lot of things that has been going. Workers, pensioners, the people that even went on strike when past administration was not able to meet up with the depth of the workers, they went on strike. The Abia chapter of NLT has not even come out to address the workers, unfortunately. So, Mr. Governor, I know that it's not, and this is the last area that we have the crown. All we are saying is, we don't stop them. Some parastaff, not even local government.
Wrap up your thoughts now.
Their money. Do the verification and pay who they are supposed to pay. Then break the ghost workers, the ones that have been stealing our money. Let them be prosecuted. Let them be exposed. Let them be shown to the whole world. We know that people are not this. Enough of media trial. I keep saying
Thank you very much.
LG workers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hussein Nulge. I'm sure you listened to Comrade Wingwe review that some of them have started receiving their salaries. Okay, I'm sure you heard that clearly. Good morning.
Wisdom, someone.
Yeah, good to have you. Final call on this segment. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Ada calling from Mumbai.
You're welcome.
I want to speak in respect of the president of Nulge.
Okay.
Him coming to radio to tell us that he is going to stand behind Alex. Now, I want to remind him that under his watch, the administration held local government leave for 8 years. Under his watch, The last administration did not pay us minimum wage of 10,000 naira for that 4 years. Under his watch, they denied us promotion arrears. Under his watch, they denied us December salary. Under his watch, everything happened. He did not fight for us. Him coming to say he will stand in presence of Alex Ochi to work for us, I don't think it's right for him. Why didn't he fought that those years back for our previous government and for our rights given to us? So he should stop pretending that he just did now on radio. Why didn't he fight for us all those years to get our rights for us? Now, public is standing to get everything well done. Let's stop deceiving ourselves, please. We are all workers and we know what's going there in that union.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your take on the platform this morning. We are due for a break, like I told you. When we return, we will delve into the next subject. Stay with us.